I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
All right, and we are continuing our look at the Mezco Fantastic Four set in honor of the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. As we said before, these aren't really reviews. We're just taking them out of their box so we can play with them, playing with some toys. So you can enjoy us playing with some toys together. We've done Ben, we've done Sue, and we're going left to right. Clearly, next in line is Johnny Storm. Let's say we set Johnny free from the grips of the Heralds of Galactus. Whew, and here goes Johnny out of the package, surrounded by all of his special effects, which he has quite a bit of, including batteries. One goes in the head, one goes in the base. Johnny looks like he may be a bit of a challenge to put together. I still haven't quite figured out what these explosions, and I'm assuming they're his. They could be, I don't know who else would have, maybe Ben could have them smash things. I don't know. We'll have to take a look into that. But let's say we take a closer look at Johnny Storm, known as the Human Torch. So we decided to just skip straight to the good stuff with Johnny here. As Fire Lord looks on in envy at all the stuff that Johnny has. He has his fire base, he's shooting multiple fireballs, he has a lit head, he has some of his fire effects attached to him. He has quite a few fire effects. So I also learned that this is not a fire effect, that's a Ben Grimm punch effect. Real quick. Looks like that. Get out of here, Ben. Taking Johnny's light. So this is this is just some of the stuff that Johnny comes with. I think he's supposed to be wrapped up in that fire thing in the back some kind of way. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But here goes Johnny with all of his glory and all of his effects. Obviously, I've turned the lights down so you can get the full experience of the Johnny Storm experience. All right, lights about to come back on. Now, despite the awesomeness of Johnny's look, I do have a couple of complaints in that his fireball effect seems to be kind of heavy for his wrist. It just kind of falls down. Oh, it's kind of holding now. That's cool. His neck fire thing is kind of hard to stay on his shoulders without leaning him forward. We'll go ahead and take that off. The fire base is cool, super cool. It just has a little switch with the batteries you put in there. I still think that the ZD Toys kind of has this all figured out with a little rechargeable battery in there. There's also a switch on this head, which I don't matter how close or how much I zoom in, I doubt you could see it. That switch does not work. I have to actually pop this battery out to stop the fire head from lighting up. Which is kind of a pain in the ass. Johnny also has a red neck piece to help sell the fire effect. It's easy enough to just slide that off. In theory, replace it with his regular neck. Put on Johnny's, I guess that's Johnny's charming face. I don't know. He's looking a little bit like a Johnny Quest, a little bit. Wouldn't you say? I think that's Johnny Quest. They all seem to have pointy finger hands. I don't know what they're pointing at. But, you know, I guess maybe I want you to join the Fantastic Four. Maybe that's what he's pointing at, so you can see the background, since everything is dark. You just stick another fireball into his hand, even though the fireballs don't stay that well in his gripping hand. Come on, Johnny, hold on to your fireball. There you go. I want you to join the Fantastic Four or something or another. I don't know. Again, all of these figures, except for Sue, who's lacking in articulation, I would assume that Johnny has the typical Mezco body articulation, a thinner body, double jointed elbows, really nice double jointed knees, go out so far without trying to stretch the cloth too much. He could strike it above T-pose. Nice head look up, really good. Head look forward, and I'm not ripping it off the ball peg off the neck. As we were saying, Johnny looks up pretty good. Also has a nice ab crunch back if he has to look up even further. Forward. Johnny is very, very well articulated for a Mezco figure. There you go. That's Johnny Storm. And as we have been doing with all of our Fantastic Four figures, we are ranking them from top to bottom, 1 to 5. Remember, this is non-scientific, and there's no loser here because we love all of our Fantastic Four figures. I was thinking that the number 1 figure was going to be the Diamond Select with his cool base and cool fire look. Yeah, he's awesome, but alas, the Mezco comes in at number 1 with an even cooler base, a light-up head, and multiple fire effects, and far superior articulation. But that does put our glorious Diamond Select at number 2. Coming in at number 3, we're going to go ahead and include our Fantastic Four movie from back in the day, Fantastic Four. This base also lights up and the figure, but we need batteries for that to show you that. Number 5 would be our retro card, Johnny Storm, who was looking pretty good with his fire effects. And coming in at 5th place is our Scroll Wave Johnny Storm. A little bit warped knees, a severe lack of fire effects, but we still love him too. Johnny Storms, my friend. And here goes the Mezco Johnny Storm. To the surprise of no one, he is a very good figure. So far, I gotta say that this Mezco Fantastic Four set is looking like the definitive Fantastic Four set for anybody who wants a definitive Fantastic Four set. Of course, it comes at a cost, admittedly, but nonetheless, so far it seems like it might be worth that price. We still have the patriarch to go, Dr. Reed Richards, but I am feeling pretty good about what Reed is going to bring to the table.